Welcome back to the Round Table here at the Round Table Talk, part of the Reality Realm Network. My name's Kevin Oliver.
And my name is Brett Purnell.
And my name is Bruce Heller.
There we go. You got it right this
Good
time.
boy.
Yeah.
And we are here with Traitors Canada, Season 3, Episode 4. And Mercy's here.
That he or she is. I'm not sure which one it is.
She.
There we go. I can be excused. I live 1,000 miles away.
How dare you? Two of the three of us are wearing Ottawa sports shirts right now.
We are.
Yeah. Wait, what's the team? What's the Ottawa? What's your
Ottawa Chargers, the
That-
women's hockey team.
That's way more cool than the Red Blacks.
Ottawa Charge, PWHL. Bought this when I went to the PWHL tour in St. Louis last year.
How many times can you say PWHL?
Twice.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we started at breakfast today.
We did.
And we have some interesting takes here. Lizette thinks Meredith is going to die so that they'll pin her murder on Lizette.
She was also not happy about the last vote and wanted everyone to know that.
Lizette was very talkative at this breakfast.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
And we get a confessional from Coco saying that she likes having Lizette around.
Well, yeah.
If I was a traitor, I would.
I would too. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Lizette will be around for much longer.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah. But when you have someone that's like chaotic and combative enough to sit at breakfast and say, "Hey guys, your vote was stupid last night," that's helpful for you as a traitor. You can hide behind that.
I actually am not.
If Venus wasn't a traitor, there would be two of those.
Well, I can see that actually.
I actually am okay saying I don't know that she's going home soon.
I don't think she is either. Traitors will want to keep her around.
She's reading very starting to be very. Oh no, I guess this reference won't make that much sense to Brett.
Oh boy.
Very Kate Chastain season 1, Kate Chastain-esque.
I've from a special guest for the cast reviews, I've heard a lot about Kate Chastain.
Okay.
One of Leah's favorite Bravo stars of all time.
But the way she played season 1, very loud, very wrong, and very upfront in your face. And that sounds a lot like Lizette.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And Kate got 5th. So sorry, Brett, you'll forget that by the time we rewatch. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll forget that. I mean, I probably already knew I knew she went first, so like I said, Leah's favorite.
Right. So I want to remind you guys, the last time that we were here, we made our predictions as to who was going to be murdered, and we all agreed that we thought it was going to be Kara. We were all wrong.
Yeah.
I will say, I said that I think it should be Kitten.
Yeah.
You did.
And it was
Kitten.
It was.
You were right.
I'm going to clip that, by the way.
Well,
you should.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day. So. You can clip that. That makes up for the screenshot I have from the Survivor draft.
From the draft?
Well, when you texted us about the draft and said I was that.
Yeah.
The screenshot I sent you on 2 different platforms that day.
Yep. Even though I'm the one who said it.
I thought you might want a reminder. I'm just trying to be helpful.
I would have liked to forget it.
Like many times on our car ride the other day. I'm just trying to be helpful.
No, you're never trying to be helpful.
Okay, well, and I'm getting sidetracked, but when someone says to me, I don't know what to get, and I give them recommendations, I consider that helpful.
Okay, Brett. I said, what should I get when we were looking at the menu at Bar Casina?
Okay.
And his three responses were a tofu dish, a cauliflower dish, and Brussels sprouts. What do you want me to do with that?
I was trying to be helpful.
I don't know. Unless you were ordering for Tory Deal, that makes no sense.
I was trying to be helpful. I was giving recommendations.
No, you weren't. You might have
funny.
given me recommendations, but you were not trying to be helpful.
Well, maybe.
There's no maybe about it. But Sarah Nicole noticed these pictures on the walls that depict the challenges they've been doing.
Yeah.
I never would have caught that, probably.
Yeah, I wouldn't have either. Very smart. Sarah had a great episode.
She did.
And actually, before we go any further, let's hear our player of the weeks.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Well, not Kevin.
Yeah.
What did I do?
No, not you, Kevin.
Well, I meant Kevin on the show, but sure, you're not player of the week either.
I'm not player of the week at Bryson Wynn, that's for sure.
No, that.
I'm gonna give player of the week.
Maybe Coco, the person that was going after her, went home.
Okay.
So.
I mean, votes went everywhere. So.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
I'll say this: I love that we have a whole scene of like Chala and who is it, Lizette, getting on the same page again after she voted for Chala last time.
Yeah.
She turns around and votes for Chala again.
Yep.
Like, so that was all for nothing, I guess.
I would guess.
Well, Chala thought they were good, and Lizette didn't, I felt like.
Yeah,
maybe it was the other way around.
I think Coco's a good pick here because Kevin was targeting an internal traitor war and instead self-destructed his own section within the three traitors, and she handled it really well to not start flipping out at him and just let the chips fall against him.
Well, once again, I'm gonna be the odd one out here.
You were on Survivor too, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Kevin likes to text Bruce and I when on our show when we get pick up different player of the week than him.
Yeah, he texts
I text my opinions constantly.
I know.
See, I understand your Rizzo pick, honestly. I went Savannah because she felt like the star of the episode for me, and she got an advantage.
Either way, this isn't Survivor Chat.
Okay, give me 2 seconds here though to cook a little bit. Rizzo literally should have been the unanimous vote out. What?
That's fair.
What's Bruce doing?
Okay. I don't know.
Should have been the unanimous vote.
I'm listening to you. I'm not paying attention to Bruce.
Not only did he not get a single vote, he was in control and kept his idol.
Makes sense, yeah.
Like I said, I understand the pick. I just went a different way.
Yeah.
My pick is understandable too, I feel like.
It is.
But who's your pick here, and why is it better than mine?
Okay, my pick is Hollywood.
That's a good one. That was another name I was thinking of.
Hollywood balled out in this episode, man. Like,
yeah.
Like he was. I mean, obviously, he's one of the most social guys in the room. He's having great conversations, and not only that, but he's making great reads. Like, it would have been so easy for him to be like, okay, Kevin, you're cooking here. Let's make this happen and get Coco out. But he read beyond that.
Yeah.
And I think he was pretty clean about it too. Like, you wouldn't have known going into the round table that he was gonna do that.
Yeah, very true. You make a great point. I think you convinced me on this one, Kevin.
You make a good
point. Yeah. So Hollywood's my player of the week. Also, if we're gonna talk about Hollywood, he was clocking another traitor at the breakfast table. He was the first one that we heard say anything about Venus.
Yeah.
She got a lot of sus in this episode from her reaction at breakfast, which given was not a very well performed fake reaction.
You mean, oh, I'm one of the last people again? Wasn't a bright idea?
Yeah.
But Hollywood was the first one to clock it. So add that onto his resume for why he's my player of the week. And then like I said, we saw Kitten is gone. And everybody starts praising the traitors, telling how good of a job they're doing.
Yeah.
And then Venus is like, no, don't give him so much credit. And then Meredith's like, no, do. Let him get overconfident.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get both sides of that, but that was a fun
fact, did get overconfident.
Well, Kevin was already overconfident.
Kevin was overconfident before the show started.
I love that this episode, like especially the ending, is basically if the Boston Rob, Bob the drag queen, had gone the other way vote-wise.
Yeah.
Like that round table is such a parallel to this one. I thought that was interesting.
Except to where in the US, we saw like this huge dog pile, and I kind of like how close the actual vote was.
Yeah.
Here.
It was close, but like when since the merge vote of Survivor Borneo that we were talking about before we came on air is we ever seen this many single votes for anybody in any reality show?
Right.
I'm going to be the alphabet strategy guy on Traitors. I'm going to go on the all newbie Traitors and just vote alphabetically.
Yeah,
I'll go on and vote you out for that.
No, casting only wants me.
Well, guess what? Only one of the people in this call sent in an audition tape.
Well, that's true.
That is true. Only two of the people in this call were eligible. I should apply for this one.
I'm holding out to be a recruit. I'm waiting for them to come to me.
You might be waiting for a long time.
Hey, maybe one of the producers for the show is some of those fake accounts that pretend to be adult entertainers that follow Tribal Council chat that I have to delete every day.
Oh, yeah, Instagram bots be wild. Or the random Big Brother report that messages Pitch Stop.
I hate that
all the time.
I hate that one. Literally just sends us links to their own post. It's so annoying.
I should go in and like their posts so they send us more.
No. I swear. Okay, so they're praising the traitors. Chala thinks Lizette. We get a lot of like confessionals here about people. Chala thinks Lizette. Meredith, Venus, and Kara are all thinking Shaughnessy. And Meredith is also thinking Venus along with Hollywood. Then we have some more like outside, out and about. Omer tells Venus that he trusts her and Kevin the most. And then I put right after that, bullshit. Because I know for a fact that Omer doesn't trust Kevin the most. He just already clocked Kevin like 3 episodes ago.
Yeah. Shout out to Omer though. He had a great funny moment in the challenge this episode.
They all had
that was
a lot
hilarious.
Of funny moments. Yeah.
That was hilarious.
That was. I'm sure we'll talk about it when we get to the mission.
Yeah. Sarah Nicole clocks Venus as being fake.
I mean, something that a lot of people in Survivor also said. So
I was gonna say Soda was right? Question mark. Or Tevin.
But Sarah is doing a really good job of like clocking people and things and like coming up with ideas and all this stuff. And Kevin's loving it and Venus is hating it in this episode. And then Sarah says something. I think it's a gamer, and that does not bode well for. This isn't like uh, there's like five gamers there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hearing, I think it's a
It doesn't
gamer.
bode well not only for Kevin, but also for Venus, for Oma, for
Correct.
Coco.
Which is the only reason that I think they
And I
shouldn't have
mean,
tried to recruit Omer. Because
in
there's
there we've
already
just
two gamers in the
yeah,
turret.
and in there we've just listed all three traders out of those five. So
Yeah, yeah. What, Kevin? I guess there was six because Ty was there earlier.
yeah,
So Kevin, Venus, Omer, Coco, Dom, I guess is a
yeah,
gamer. That's it.
yeah.
And yeah. And yeah. They didn't do a very good job of spreading out where the trader roles went. Um,
The traders did a bad job at picking traders to actually be good at the game and just picked the biggest name traders. Where have we ever seen that before?
hmm.
Every season of this show.
Suri was good.
But
Yeah,
it's gotta change eventually,
it does.
right? Like
But
if
that's
Rob
the hard thing.
Cesternino's in the turret, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah,
He would be good though.
Yes, but it does not matter if you're good if you come in with the odds stacked against you like
that's
that.
it.
I still kind of want to see it.
You want to see him fail?
No, I want to see
want-
him succeed as a traitor.
Oh,
I
that's
wanna
not
see
gonna
him-
happen.
How are they going
I
to
wanna-
know it's him? You said they have to start casting people that are going to be good traitors at some point. I think he would be.
I think he would be a great trader.
I want to see him join the turret at like the same spot that Brittany did last season.
I want to see him. I think it has to be a little bit earlier than that. Once
Okay.
again, a reference back to season 1, like when Ari joined Bruce.
Yeah. Forgot about that guy.
With like 3 rounds before the final.
I think they should just put the three of us in the turret together.
Yeah, I'm throwing you under the bus.
Well, now that you said that, I'll throw you under the bus. Hey, Kevin's a traitor. He told me so.
You guys deal with it.
Yeah. Hey, Will Boston
Oh my gosh,
Rob,
Brett's
Bob
going
the
to be
Drag Queen
Carolyn and we're going to be Rob.
I was just going to say, I will be Carolyn in this case.
Anyway, it looks like we're gonna have something to do with chess. And so my first thought, not chest, chess.
Yes. Chess.
Bruce was being a dummy.
Oh,
Hey, you said it, not me.
I'm entertaining.
So I thought it was gonna be like the chess game we've had in US where the traders pick an answer to the answer is one of the players, and that robotic trader chessboard piece comes and knocks over, like comes to the square of the correct answer. That's also fresh on my mind because Celebrity UK Traders also did that challenge. So I thought that's what we were going to see here, and I was very wrong.
This was fantastic.
Yes, this was fun. So
I missed the creepy robot, but this was still fun.
yeah, maybe hey, we could still get a creepy robot. There's like 2 or 3 chess paintings in the Trader's Mansion.
And we don't have a Canadian version of Fergus. I realized that this week.
And yeah, that's true. Wow. That's sad. Anyway, so this mission, the traders are divided into 2 teams. The clearly faithful and the potential traitors. And then there's just Shaughnessy, who is who is nothing.
I also would like to point out because the mission is normally where like our Karina fit checks happen, and it's not necessarily like a fashion outfit thing, but her being on a throne so high up above everything was fantastic.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
And I
And
want to
so,
sit on that.
yeah, absolutely. So each player takes their place as a pawn on a chessboard here. And um, each round, a team picks a player from the opposite team to read a statement about themselves off a piece of parchment. And the team who selected the player must decide if the statement is true or false. If they get it right, the person who said the statement, who the statement was about, burns their pendant and is out of the game. And if the pawn fools the other team, they get to pick somebody from the other team to burn their pendant. The first team, for some reason, instead of saying the last team left, I said the first team to be decimated loses. Instead of the first team or the last team left wins. But
Oh
anyway,
well, same thing.
I know it was just like wow, how like glass half full versus glass half empty. Um, and anybody left on the winning team wins a shield. And so the breakdowns were as follows. On the white team, which was claimed as completely faithful, are Hollywood, Coco, Thompson, Lizette, Chala, Natalie, Jamal, and Jericho.
I might have missed it, but do we know how these teams were picked between?
The traitors decided.
Okay, so it's not like the. That's what I was confused about is how Coco ended up that way. I'm like, is Coco in a great spot? But if that's the case, then no, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, the traitors decided.
Okay.
And then the potentially traitors was Venus, Kevin, Dom, Sarah Nicole, Cara, Meredith, Rhea, and Omer. They would get $1,000 for each right answer. And like I said, the players left on the winning team get shields. And then we see Jericho's not feeling well, and so Shaughnessy replaces Jericho in this challenge.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think of this challenge?
This was fun.
This was really fun. I can't believe Omer couldn't tie his shoes till he was 18. I'm kind of mystified by that, but
yeah, and I actually have these facts written down. Venus was an experienced skydiver.
That did not surprise me at all.
Yeah.
No. It was true. The other team said false, and the first person burned was Chala. Thompson is a DJ in his free time.
Yeah, he's talked about that already.
Yeah.
It was true, and they said true. Rhea made a mistake that ended up on the news. They said false, and it was false. So she was out. Jamal wanted to be a plastic surgeon when he was little.
That is a bizarre thing to want to do when you're little.
I agree.
Yeah.
They said true. It was true. Kevin,
is he actually?
No, he just wanted to be.
No, but like, what does he do?
I don't know, but I don't think it's plastic surgery.
You're supposed to know everything.
Anyway, Kevin banned from a casino. That would have been pretty believable to me.
Yeah,
but they said true, and the real answer was false. So Kevin burnt Hollywood.
See, this shocked me because the whole time that when that clue came out, I'm like, this has to be true. Because the whole time that I've been watching him play the Traitors, and I know, like you said, I'm a Canadian, but I've never heard of Kevin before. Kevin reminds me on this show of card counters that I watch on YouTube. So I'm like, this is the most believable false statement of this whole game.
Well, and Shaughnessy said the same thing. She said that Kevin not being banned from a casino was the most surprising thing she heard all day.
Yeah.
We have Natalie, whose epic fail went viral. They said true. It was false. She burnt Dom. Sarah Nicole, been on 6 magazine covers. They said true, it was true. Coco enjoys reading erotic fantasy novels.
Yeah, whoever saw that one coming.
They said true, it was true. And evidently, she just outed that like for fun. She's like, "Hey guys, I read dirty books."
Yeah.
Not surprising at all.
It's a wild
Well,
conversation.
not only admitting that publicly, but admitting that on national television is insane.
And not like it came out in this challenge. Like she just was like, "Hey, I just want you guys to know this about me." You know?
Probably so none of her roommates in the castle get freaked out.
Meredith picked locks as a teenager. They said true, it was false. She burnt Lizette.
That is too bad that it was false, because that could be a fun skill to know in terms of some of these daily missions.
That's true.
Yeah.
Natalie completed 9 half marathons. They said true, it was true. And the final one, Omer could not tie his shoes until he was 18. They said false. He says true. And then he waves his pendant up in the air and says, "My dad did it for me."
That's insane, right?
What's more insane is the fact that the next confessional we got was Coco saying, "I couldn't tie my shoes either."
You have some explaining to do on behalf of your country, Brett.
Yeah.
Do you people not teach shoe tying to elementary school kids?
It was always something I struggled with, so stop making fun of us.
Hey, Brett, get back in the camera.
You're not helping your case if you want to.
I said I struggled with it. I didn't say I didn't learn it.
Hey, Brett, get back in the camera.
Oh, sorry.
To be fair, I'm not making fun of Omer or Coco. I love that. Like, this is hilarious. I'm just kind of dumbfounded. Like 18 years.
I'll be back in like 2 minutes. You guys just keep talking. I'm just gonna go grab some medication.
Okay.
I know you'll probably be back at breakfast like the last time I went off camera.
Oh yeah, we're going backwards. Well, my thing is, what the hell? Like, I'm sorry, but if I'm from Canada, I don't want owner operating on my dog if he couldn't even operate on his own shoes till he was 18.
Yeah, but he's not 18 anymore, so.
Right, but he had to make up a lot of ground.
True. But
I mean, he's one of the most strategic survivor players of the new era. And he couldn't tie his shoes till he was 18?
Next time we hang out and I'm not wearing Crocs, you're going to have to tie my shoes for me.
I'm not doing that.
I figured. I'm also always wearing Crocs, so.
You are always, even in Chicago, you wore Crocs.
They're easy. I just slip them on. I don't have to fool with, well, I put socks on sometimes, but I don't have to fool with tennis shoes.
Well, I don't have to fool with tennis shoes either. It's called Hey Dudes.
Yeah.
But yeah, 11K was added to the pot here.
Yeah.
And our shield winners are Venus, Kevin, Kara, Omer, and Meredith.
Yes, and what's her name was very upset about not getting a shield.
What's her name? Rhea?
Yeah. I remember her saying something about not being happy she didn't get a shield.
Well, Rhea felt a lot of things today in this episode.
Very emotional episode for our girl here.
Yeah. Anyway, after the challenge, Lizette and Chala sit down and they hash things out like you were trying to reference earlier.
Yeah. Not very well, apparently.
Well, yeah, that's you know what it probably was though. It was the fact of Chala saying, "We're good, but I'm still sus on you." So then Lizette's like, "I'm gonna vote for her then." That's
why wouldn't you still be kind of sus on someone that just voted for you? Like, that's understandable.
To be fair, she also had just voted for her.
Well, yes, that's true, actually. Forgot about that.
I mean, it wasn't just one-sided, you know. Jericho and Thompson are sus on Coco as we get back to the Traitors Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it was. I mean, they're starting to clock Coco acting weird, um, which sparks quite a bit later on when Jericho and Hollywood sit down with Kevin. But here
Oh,
we had hello, you're back.
yeah,
We're
I'm
still
back.
talking about shoe tying.
No, we're
Oh,
not. That's
Not
just not
really. I
even
just wanted to
true.
see what you'd say.
Actually, we're at breakfast.
that was so funny.
Oh
Anyway,
my gosh.
Thompson tells Jericho that he's sus on Rhea here. And I have a quote from Jericho. Thompson, you lost something. You lost something in the grave. Your brain.
That's such a good road.
It was
That
funny.
was great.
But then Rhea's name starts floating and we see other people mentioning it. Um, but I think it's kind of stupid. And I don't think that they've had very good reasons to follow that. We also hear a confessional from Coco where she talks about how Venus has got some heat, but Kevin is her priority here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I don't think is a very like smart call on her part. I
No.
don't know. I don't
Putting
know.
both of your fellow traitors on your list of people to send home is not a great strategy.
Well, no, that's not what she was saying. She was saying her main priority is making like Kevin is in like a good main priority.
Oh.
Like the bond she's trying to build, the one that
Oh,
she's
like
trying to
getting heat
save.
off of him. Okay, I see.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Well, based on how not tribal, based on how Roundtable went, I kind of forgot that she was originally like wanting to fix their rift.
she didn't even think there was a rift.
But there has been one. Like we know she didn't know that, but we know that.
Yeah.
And they,
Um,
they they never really saw eye to eye. When it came to who to add as the third traitor, they wanted different people.
right.
So
But she thought that everything was good after that
yeah,
because Kevin did a really good job of making her feel comfortable,
yeah.
even though the whole time he was like,
I need Kevin Jacobs and Boston Rob on some sort of show together. I don't know what show that is,
That'd
but
be fun.
um, hmm, what should they do?
funny
Dancing with the
game.
Stars.
Instead of having a professional partner, they just dance together.
I kind of meant as opposing competitors, but
That's
okay.
kind of scarring to think about.
That,
But
that would be hilarious. Kevin Jacobs in a dress.
if Boston Rob is gonna dance with another guy, it
It's gonna be
wouldn't be
Dylan.
anyone other than Dylan now.
Yeah.
Like their bromance is so strong.
It's so good. Yeah. Um. So then Jericho and Hollywood start pushing Coco, and Kevin is feeding this, and he says, "Dance with me for a second," and then he tells them, "Don't tell people that I was a part of this conversation." And then he goes and
No.
has other conversations, pushing Coco's name.
Yeah.
And to every person, he says, "Dance with me for a second." Um, nope, they weren't dancing. But Kevin thinks he has the numbers on Coco heading into the round table.
He does. Probably this will be the most misplayed gameplay of the whole season.
Yeah, but then we hear this confessional from Kevin where he basically says that Coco has to go tonight or tomorrow in order for him to have a path to the end.
Yeah.
And then he says, "My plan at the round table is to blow up this whole season."
Well, you blew something up. It just instead of the season was your own game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice going, Kevin.
my bad. And so it's round table time unless you guys got anything before the round table.
No.
No.
Okay, so it is round table time here, and it was so funny because Shaughnessy goes, I want to start, and Kevin literally just goes, no.
Yeah, you know it's never going to be good.
Yeah. He was like, he said, I want you to have your space, but I'm gonna fire at you a little bit here. So let me just say first that I found two traitors. And then he says that he wants to go after Shaughnessy tomorrow and after Coco today.
As soon as he said no, she couldn't start. I'm like, oh geez, this is going to be great TV, but really bad for him.
Absolutely. Um, and he tries to build on these facts that I don't think really led us anywhere. Well, I guess fact two was kind of fine, but fact one was simply Ty got banished. I don't. Yes, it's a fact, but why does it matter that? Why does that prove that Coco's the traitor? I don't know.
Because
Yeah.
now Mark the Chicken doesn't have a guardian watching him.
Wrong Ty.
Yeah, way wrong try.
But that tie in the Traitor's Castle would be fantastic.
I would enjoy that. Yes.
Yeah.
He's so entertaining.
But fact
Maybe
number
on
two.
the Traitors farm.
What?
Maybe on the Traitors farm instead.
Put him in the turret.
Oh, he would
so
break.
nice,
he would have a breakdown. He would have a breakdown. He can't even kill a chicken. How do you think he's gonna kill a person?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I want to see it.
All right, Brett, you gotta find some reason to do this now because me and Bruce both have.
I'll figure it out.
Okay. The second fact made a little bit more sense. There were three people on that barge volunteering themselves to not get shields in the first challenge, and she was one of them. And the argument is she didn't need one because she already knew she wasn't going to die. So I get that. And Kevin tells us that he thinks Shaughnessy is Coco's little puppet.
Which is interesting.
Yeah,
He
absolutely.
gets a few people to follow his lead.
He did.
Not enough.
If he wouldn't have split those Coco and Shaughnessy votes, like if he could have got those Shaughnessy votes on Coco or his Coco votes on Shaughnessy, he'd still be here right now.
Yep.
But Hollywood is pissed at Kevin. And most of it's not even the fact about the sketchy stuff he's done. Most of it is because he feels, well, two things. One was he trusted Kevin, and then Kevin burnt his pendant in the mission. And two, he felt like Kevin tried to tell him what to do by saying, hey, don't mention my name in this conversation. And so he thought, everybody's saying that Kevin is trying to control the game. And Meredith says that Kevin is giving unhinged traitor.
Which went from, I think that's smart for Meredith, because in this roundtable, it goes from likely that's what Kevin's trying to do to blatantly obvious that's what Kevin's trying to do.
Well, yeah. And we also had it come up, and this might have been mentioned, and I might have just been terrible hearing, where Kevin's part of a conversation, and then names and theories come up, and he's like, oh, I have to go. That's suspicious. Don't do that.
That's the Hollywood Jericho conversation I was referencing.
I thought that might be the, and also with I think Hollywood is who he burned his pendant, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You said you were going to give me an explanation for that, and then never gave it.
Never did.
Yeah, Kevin, be smarter than that.
Yeah, that was kind of rough.
Absolutely clocked him with those two things.
And he was right. Once again, why Hollywood's my player of the week. We're only building up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Hollywood's in California, so that kind of knocks it a little bit.
Well, this Hollywood's in Canada.
Yeah, true. This Hollywood's in Toronto.
Let's give California to Canada since they've got that in common.
Anyway, we have Omer.
This is Canada that masks in a lot of he lives in a place that masks for Hollywood and for New York in a lot of movies.
I'll be right back. Hey, stop messing with that. Get in here.
Well, Bruce does that. Fun story, Kevin.
Yeah.
Bay Street Station in the Toronto subway has the normal station that people, it's one of the busiest transit stations in Canada that millions of people commute through every year. And below it has Lowell Bay Station, which is a film set that it looks like it's the New York subway, even though it's in Toronto.
Oh, wow.
Because they use it for movies.
That's great. Yeah. Oh, there is a lot of stuff filmed in Canada. I knew that.
So originally it was supposed to be a transit point for a project that was never built. And then now if you go down there, it's like they have a Manhattan subway train. They have signs from the New York subway that were shipped in.
Huh.
They've redecorated the place to not have the walls of the Toronto subway and have the walls of the New York subway.
Interesting. Well, we're just going to move on because I don't know
Yeah,
when
we're
Bruce is
just going to
coming
move
back.
on. I don't know either.
Oh,
He's going to come back right now.
that was creepy.
Sorry, I think the dog accidentally set off a mousetrap I have set somewhere, and I was refixing that. I don't have mice. It's kind of a precautionary thing. I live by a bunch of fields, and those are gone this time of year. So
yeah,
I put some out, but
that's good because one night I was sitting writing a university paper and just saw some random thing run across the floor. Had to get it out of the house at about 2 a.m.
I saw a mouse in my house
the
other day when
we had a lot of them a few
years
ago because they're building a subway right next now. Well, it's done. They're testing it now, but a few years ago they were building a subway right near my house, and the dynamite just blew all the rodents out of like little hiding spots in trees and into everybody's houses.
Lovely.
Great.
Yeah. What did I miss?
No, nothing. Because
you missed me telling an unrelated story, Bruce.
Yeah. But Omer mentions this that it's weird that Coco was the only gamer on the Faithful team.
Yeah. Vote from him.
Yeah. Well, the fact of the matter is Omer knows that Kevin's a traitor, but he's trying to deflect so that he can keep Kevin around. Gosh. Okay. Shaughnessy throws out Venus. And then we hear that they want to see a show of hands. How many people have talked a game with Shaughnessy? 3 people raise their hand. How many have talked game with Venus? A lot more than 3 people raised their hands. And that's all the further they got. And then Karina tells us it is time to vote.
She also has to fuss at Kevin while we're voting for trying to talk while someone else was voting, doesn't she?
Yes, nobody can talk but the person voting. Kevin got yelled at. Like we've said, Kevin goes home here in a vote count of 6 votes Kevin, to 3 votes Shaughnessy, to 3 votes Coco, to 1 vote for each of Rhea, Omer, Thompson, Chala, and Lizette.
Yeah. All over the place.
The single votes were Lizette's vote, or Chala voted for Lizette, Lizette voted for Chala, Rhea voted for Thompson, Thompson voted for Rhea, Coco voted for Omer, Kevin, Dom, and Omer voted for Coco, Natalie, Venus, and Meredith voted for Shaughnessy, and the other 6 voted for Kevin. I also wrote here, Venus looked really good in this episode, just for the record.
Yeah. So did Karina.
Yeah.
And Kevin's been banished.
Kevin has been banished, and they finally got a traitor, so 10,000 Canadian dollars.
And his hamstrings are spasming, and he couldn't even get out of the chair without help.
I would like to point out my restraint. I was about to remove you from the Zoom call for a second and say Kevin was banished from here too, and text you and tell you to come back.
Oh, you really should have. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah, that would have been.
It's too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
I could see it in your face. You were about to do it anyway after I said you should have.
I was reaching out to hit the button when you said it was too late.
Yeah, I know. I could tell. I'm a traitor, baby. That was Kevin's words. And then he tells us, I am amazing.
Yeah, that's why you went home.
And then we find out from Karina that tonight there will either be a I got the notification, Bruce.
That's fine.
Okay. That there would be the options for murder or recruitment tonight. And
Yeah.
that usually these decisions happen in the dark, but she wants to give the traitors a more intimate opportunity to do it. And we don't get any kind of elaboration on what that means.
No, but we see it at the end of the episode.
Yes. Karina just leaves. And then we get confessionals again, as Omar is upset that his beloved traitor Angel is no more. But now he wants to win for Kevin. So whatever. Rhea and Thompson, they work out their crap, but they are keeping up the act as if they didn't get along, but actually are working together.
Yeah.
Which is smart because
it is.
They're not going to send out a beefing couple.
Yeah.
And then the lights start flickering, and these creepy masked men that are later known to be called the Betrayed come into the castle.
That'd be such a good name for a band, the Betrayed.
Yeah. And Rhea says, Thompson, I know we just became friends, but you better get right in front of me.
And they're all about to be blindfolded and taken outside.
One by one, the Betrayed take the players one by one to Karina in the graveyard. And we find out if you take off your blindfold, you will be instantly murdered.
Which makes perfect sense because that would be an easy way to cheat in the game and screw up the whole show.
Yeah.
I did think about what would happen if everyone just took off their blindfolds all at once.
That would be crazy.
It would be horrible.
Yeah. And then they start saying no to people. They say no Lizette, no Rhea, no Natalie, no Omer, no Jamal, no Hollywood.
They don't say no to people, they just point to take them away.
Well, but they say no.
They don't say no because that would
they say no without their words. They point at somebody and go.
That's what I meant by they point to take them away.
This is no.
Yeah. Because if the traitors start talking, then they're screwed.
Yeah. And then they get to Thompson, and Thompson is selected and has to make his pitch as to whether he is going to be murdered or recruited.
Yep.
And Venus tells us the reason for Thompson is because if he dies, she's okay with that. And if he joins the conclave, she'll throw him under the bus.
I don't know why they keep asking them whether they want to be murdered or recruited, because it's not like the edge of extinction. You're not going home if you join the traitors. It's just part of the game. No one is ever going to say no.
Pilot Pete might have.
Yeah, but that was because he had an option and he still stayed as a faithful, so he knew he could throw Piper under the bus.
But I think that there's a chance he still would have said no and died.
Interesting. I don't, but who knows?
Let's get Pete on the show and ask him.
I think he just had like a hero complex, maybe.
Yeah.
Die on the sword.
Makes sense.
So what do you guys think is going to happen?
Thompson's going to join the traitors based on what I just said.
Yeah.
But the traitors. Okay, here's the thing. This isn't them asking Thompson what he wants to do. It's asking the traitors what they want to do.
Yeah.
So are they going to kill him or are they going to recruit him?
I think they'll bring him in.
That's a good point. I misunderstood you.
Yeah.
I think they'll try to bring him in still based on what Venus said, but you never know.
I think he'll be recruited.
Yeah. And if that happens, then no one will be murdered because there's a recruitment. So everybody that's there will know that somebody came in.
Correct. So you guys have any other thoughts about the episode?
The fact that because of Pit Stop Pals, you still feel the need to specify thoughts about the episode is hilarious. For context, he asked me if I had any thoughts on Pit Stop Pals one day, and my thought was I like cheese. So that's why he specifies about the episode now, because I'm a child sometimes.
Well, Bruce, I just made a stuffed crust cheese pizza.
Nice.
Before this episode.
Yummy.
So, any more thoughts about the episode?
No, this was really fun.
No, yeah, it was a really good episode. I guess closing thoughts, Kevin, you won me over. Hollywood was Player of the Week.
Let's go.
Also, I will say we didn't get any secret marriage content this week. This episode.
No, we didn't.
We did get a point early on where Meredith told us that she fully thought Chala was a traitor until this episode.
See, at that point, though, you know each other so well. I feel like if one of you is lying, the other one's gonna know. Like, you can tell when they're lying. So
well, she said...
If you're saying you think, not you know, they're probably not.
Or they're playing really well.
Sure.
Yeah.
Either way, that has been one of my favorite storylines of the season. I love that casting decision so much.
Yeah, I agree. Well, all you people watching or listening to this thing, if you're still here, make sure that you are checking out our other Reality Realm content. We got Tribal Council Chat with Brett and Bruce going through 49. We got Pit Stop Pals with me and Bruce as we are going Amazing Race 38. We got New Generation Challenge Podcast with Brett and TT as they're going through Challenge 41. And
almost over Challenge 41.
Yeah, I'm like 5 episodes behind.
I am too. Well, not anymore. I watched 2 yesterday, so I think I'm only 5.
I am up to date because that would be really weird if I was 5 episodes behind.
It would be.
The last one, I forget who went home in the last one I watched yesterday. Never mind.
Nice.
Well, don't say it because I haven't watched it yet.
True.
Make sure you're checking out our social media. What?
I was going to say, go ahead with social media, but
make sure to check out our social media. Any of our shows, you can find them by their show title, Facebook or Instagram. Reality
and be
Realm.
Sure to like and subscribe when you watch the YouTube video.
Yes, YouTube videos at Reality Realm Podcast Network and TikTok at Reality Realm Podcast Network. On our socials, you can find our Redbubble merch store in the bio.
And then we'll be here for Roundtable Talk again next week. But next week will be the last episode for a couple weeks where we have 2 hosts. Or 3 hosts. We'll be down. I'll be gone.
Disappearing.
Yeah, disappearing. I mean, I hope I'm not disappearing. I'm going to Southeast Asia, not North Korea.
Well, you might be disappearing.
Close enough. Hey, didn't Amelia Earhart disappear over Southeast Asia?
No, she disappeared over the Bermuda Triangle, I thought.
No.
Well, that's what somebody I know said. I don't know.
Was it Spencer?
Probably.
Wow, our first on-air Spencer. No, not on this show.
Let me check where.
It was not the Bermuda Triangle.
I'm looking.
It was like the. What is it called? Marshall Islands. Marshall Islands.
Yeah, no, that's not in Southeast Asia. That's the South Pacific.
Google AI says over the Pacific Ocean.
There we go.
I knew it was over the Pacific Ocean, but I meant like in that quadrant of the world.
She crashed just north of where Survivor films.
Yeah.
She's the original host of Survivor.
No. Jeff Probst is the original host of Survivor.
No, Amelia Earhart is Jeff Probst.
Whoa. Crazy take. I'm clipping that. Okay.
Oh, no.
With all of those things being said, we'll see you next time. Roundtable Talk.
When you said with all those things left said, I almost said grab your torches and head back to camp.
Before I hit stop on recording, would you like to regale us with the song you did earlier?
No.
Worth a shot.
Don't get murdered.